They want to put money down on this one. It's a new life-saving device.
Every year, thousands of people lose their lives in fires, and usually it's not the fire but the smoke that gets to them. But many of those lives could have been saved. Nancy Davis is here now to show us how that might have been done.
Well, Pat and David, imagine trying to take a breath and not being able to get any air. Well, that's what it's like to be trapped in a burning building. Maybe it's happened to you. You'll do anything you can to get a breath of fresh air. Well, as I'll show you now, there is something you can do.
On November 21st, 1980, fire rages through the 26-story MGM Grand Hotel. 85 people are killed. Some of the victims never even knew the fire broke out. They were asleep. They just never woke up.
Your immediate thoughts are, how do I survive this thing? Where do I go? How do I get out of here?
Mel Posen was one of the lucky ones. He did wake up. 10 years later, he vividly remembers he and his wife navigating their way to safety.
We knew we were next to the fire well. We therefore could grope our way to it. From that point on, we tried to maintain physical contact, because as soon as we got 2 or 3 feet apart from each other, we were lost.
I've seen about everything there you could imagine.
During his 32-year career, retired fire captain Ben Holder fought dozens of fires like this. He says the victims of high-rise fires often have one thing in common.
Primarily, most of the people that succumb to fires are not burned physically. They succumb to the hot gases and the smoke that get to them first before the fire, long before the fire ever gets to them.
But Holder thinks having one of these could prevent lots of people from becoming victims. It's called Lifeline. What most people don't realize is plumbing systems in all buildings lead to the roof. In order for drains to drain, there has to be an outside air source. The idea behind Lifeline, if you can access the air in the pipe, you'd be able to survive until help arrives. Here's how it works.
The first step is removing the cap from the fixture that's permanently installed under your sink, taking the hose out of the bag, and then just connect it to that fitting. Stretch the hose out. Take one of the cups, put it over your face, and then lay down on the floor and wait for rescue.
Well, if you're in the bathroom with the door closed, you're probably wondering how firefighters would even know you need help. Every Lifeline kit comes with one of these cards. By inserting it under the door, it lets firefighters in the hallway know that someone's inside fighting for their life.
Many hotels around the country, like the one we just showed you, are starting to install permanent lifelines. But it's still a new idea, and lots of places don't have them yet. And Pat and David, this is where the travel model comes in. This is what it looks like. And what this includes is the tubing, the mask. As you can see, it pulls out, and then also the wrench. And this allows you to access the pipe, and basically the most important thing is just to get to that air source.
Even two
but it's
masks
really
in
a good
there.
idea.
It's new, so it's not like you can
It's
buy
brand
it
new.
or...
Well, you can buy it, and that's what we want you to take a look at this graphic here.
All right.
And the graphic, if you'd like more information about Lifeline services, you call 1-800-874-8694. It is a brand new idea, but getting access to that air source in that pipe could really save your life.
It's a great idea once it's in place, that's right.
It's small enough to put in a suitcase, so
Sure.
it travels.
Good person.